Content warning can be found in the description. Viewer discretion is advised.
Last time, our intrepid quartet of adventurers woke up disoriented in a jail cell, slowly regaining consciousness. Through cunning conversation and a bit of key pilfering, they were offered an escape route by Eugene, a bugbear affiliated with the notorious Silver Serpents Thieves Guild. Opting for stealth over brute force, they navigated the jail's corridors in search of their gear. Along the way, they encountered a hapless guard on his lunch break and becoming more than friendly with a hobgoblin. However, their escape was far from smooth sailing, as they found themselves pursued by relentless guards through dark tunnels and into treacherous mail chutes. Despite dispatching most of their pursuers, one vengeful guard remains, swearing retribution. Undeterred, our party takes a daring plunge into a seemingly bottomless pit, their fate hanging in the balance.
Welcome to the world of Aram. And I'm joined by...
I am Zach Balter. I play Bruce, full name Bruce the Bard. I am a... Where am I going with this? Where is a fun fact, right? Yeah, are we describing ourselves?
Yeah, a little description and a fun fact.
I am Bruce, full name Bruce the Bard. I'm a UNT, so I'm a snake-like humanoid, and I have a familiar pet snake named Thamwise that is actually my cousin that was turned into a snake. So he just follows us around, and you'll see him in and out of the party. It's my fun fact.
And for our Patreon subscribers, you know Thamwise from Session 0.
And one.
He almost got eaten.
I'm also joined by...
Hey, everybody. I'm Chase Dixon. I play Axon of the Golden Fang. And the fun fact about Axon for today is I wag my tail when I'm hungry.
Oh, you must be wagging it all the time.
It won't stop. It honestly hasn't stopped since Session 0.
Poor guy.
Why do you think I was licking my paw so much when we were leaving the jail?
The bloody paws.
The blood paw.
We'll see if we can get you any food today.
Yeah, Samwise is looking real tasty right about now.
I'm also joined by...
I'm Matt Jacobson, and I play Noct for Tenebris, who is a black blood Aesmir. Very tall, very big dude. And he likes to help people, but he's also struggles with helping people in his own way now instead of what he used to.
All right. And I'm joined by...
Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Kent Rawlings. I'm playing Vexos Nightshade, a dark elf rogue warlock multi-class. Fun fact about Vexos is that anytime that he stabs or produces blood on someone, his eyes start glowing a little bit redder.
Ooh. I think every time you stab someone, Axon's tail just goes a little bit faster.
Yeah, him and I, we kind of have a
symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, a mutual understanding of each other.
Yeah, a couple more kills over here, and I'm about to fucking generate thrust with my tail.
Gonna be thrust into something else too, I
Oh, yeah.
Fam-wise.
bet.
Stop it. He's innocent.
Well, last time we ended our last episode with you guys following Eugene into the beginnings of the mines in Debs Enclave. You guys would know that this is a mine system that goes through like the whole bottom of this kingdom and has a vast subterranean maze. It's pretty much just a labyrinth of dimly lit passages, towering caverns, and the air is like heavy and dank. And you could hear the sound of pickaxes pretty much throughout the entirety of the Depths Enclave. And as you guys are getting into this entrance, you can just see littered chunks of stone and rubble all over the place. And there's a big like archway into this entrance, and you guys start following Eugene into the depths.
Vexus is gonna kind of look at the ceiling, the walls, like all around, and just kind of get an idea of like what kind of material is down here that they're trying to mine.
So you guys would know that they mine a couple different things. The mines are one big labyrinth, but they're kind of subdivided by the two dukes and the one duchess that own like specific portions of the mines, and each portion mines different things. That's what they have in that portion. One is for like gemstones that are for magic rituals and stuff like that. One is for precious metals that they use to make armor and weapons and for forgery. And the last one is just for a lot of like, pretty things, diamonds, rubies, things that they can sell for high value. You're not sure exactly where you guys are entering and which portion of that mine, but you guys are just walking in, and you're right behind Eugene.
Hey Eugene, how far of a walk is it to the boss man?
Oh, it's not that far. We just keep walking down here, and then we make a couple lefts, a couple rights, and yeah, we'll be there in a little bit.
Were was there any upset people who sent you to find us?
Well, I got it in a little letter, so I don't know how they feel. The writing was really sloppy though, so maybe they should get a better writer. But they didn't seem too bad. They did send me to save you.
Um, is it kind of is what's the lighting like down here?
Yeah, so it's dimly lit. There's still those same gems that you saw in the jail cell that are lighting things up. They have those all along the walls, almost like as if they would have been torches. And it's not super well lit. You can see around you. You can see like the pathway that keeps going down, and you can see all of these different tunnels and excavation sites that branch off of the main entrance that you just came into. Um, but it's not so bright where it's left you have like light bulbs on or anything like that.
Okay. I'm gonna slide over next to Noctifer, and I'm gonna tell him that I'm gonna drop to the back of the party and kind of check out this map that we
Does it have a seal on it?
No.
Okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna slide to the back. I'm gonna take out the map, and I'm just gonna kind of take a look at it, see what it's for.
So you open it up, and it doesn't seem at first that there's anything different from this map to any other map of Aram. You see all of the cities, you see all of the little towns, you see the big forests. It seems pretty normal, but when you start getting a closer look at it, you see little X marks, and you see one in Aylwin City, and you see another in the Isles of Wisdom. And apart from that, those are the only two things that you can see different than anywhere else. And it seems that these X's are kind of in Aylwin City Center, and the other X is inside of the palace of the Isles of Wisdom.
Interesting.
While they're looking at this map, I'm gonna look around me and see if I can find any gems or stones that might be worth something.
What city did you say?
Aylwin City.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, it's spelled
With letters.
yeah, it is AELAWYN, and then city
Okay.
is spelled CITY.
Not an IE. It's just
Yeah. Um, and Bruce, so throw me a investigation or no investigation.
Coming right up. Oh, that is an 8.
You find some pretty rocks. Like there's a couple rocks that look pretty nice.
No, I'm just gonna pick them up just
Yeah.
cause.
This rock is gonna be my friend.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
I guess while the party's walking, I'm gonna take out my bagpipes because I am a bard, and I'm gonna start playing a pretty tune.
Oh, what does it sound like?
We're gonna edit "Welcome to the Jungle" in right here.
Yes, you guys are following Eugene, and he kind of turns back to you guys, and he's like, "Hey, so what exactly did you guys need to get for these people? All I know is apparently you murdered a bunch of fucking people at a bar and got yourself imprisoned, and obviously the head of the Thieves Guild had something for you to do. That's why I came to pick you up, but that's all I know."
The bodies left in that bar ruined the integrity of a very fair and balanced game, and they deserved their fate.
I mean, I don't give a shit. Fuck those guys. But
yeah. I mean, we it's not like we were planning on doing it. Just one thing led to another.
okay. Well, did the Thieves Guild tell you to kill these people?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Oh,
But
okay,
they did
okay.
say, by any means necessary.
They said they didn't care how we got it. So I mean,
Got what?
the map.
God damn it, Noctifer.
He's part of the Seal of Serpents. He can know.
A map. Okay, interesting. I mean, I'm part of the Silver Serpents. You can tell me anything. It's basically anything.
Well, maybe not anything.
And and he walks. He starts making a couple turns. You guys are following him, and you ended up walking into a little, like, tiny tunnel that's almost hidden, and you guys have to kind of crawl through.
Well, I guess I get on my knees.
Does the big lion even fit?
Yeah, do I fit?
Yes, it barely. Like your
Okay.
body is like brushed up against this little tunnel. I mean, the bugbear's doing the same thing.
Bugman, how long is this passage? I am catastrophic.
It's only a little bit further. Once we get past here, we'll be right at the Silver Serpent's gateway over here.
I hope, for all of our sakes, you are true. I get gassy when I'm scared.
Yeah, you just let out a little fart.
I am not going behind the lion, man. I was going to just to pull his tail, but now I'm not.
Oh yeah, pull his tail.
I'm gonna kick you in the fucking teeth. You ever get
Nope.
bucked by a lion before?
So as you guys crawl through this, you guys can see after each person in front of you gets out, you can see a little bit of a light coming through. And like amidst the pretty much heart of this mine, concealed within this labyrinth, there's a little sanctuary. You can see like a little door right where you guys came out, and it looks to be like a door into a stone, like into stone. There's not like a building around. It's just a door, and then there's a stone that is attached to. And Eugene's gonna walk over. He's gonna knock 3 times on the door, and he's just gonna hear a female voice saying, "All right, just get inside. You don't have to fucking knock every time. No one knows where this place is. And if someone's just gonna show up, they're not gonna knock. Just open the fucking door."
Is this voice familiar?
Yes. You guys recognize this voice as the last person that you guys had talked to before going into the bar that you end up murdering a bunch of people in.
Yeah. Well, really only like
Yeah.
one.
I killed 2.
We set an orc free. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not free. He is now just a prisoner in his own mind for the
thinks
trauma
he's
that he's
free.
endured his entire life. Subscribe to the Patreon and see how we ruined an orc's life.
I would like to say enlightened.
Glass half cracked kind of guy.
That's definitely one way of looking at it. As you guys open this door, or it's getting opened, you guys look inside and you can see like almost like a little library kind of looking thing, like a home office kind of style look to it. And you see this big table right in the middle. It has a bunch of books and letters all on top of it. The entire walls are completely lined with parchment, and it seems actually, you know what? Give me an insight check or investigation. All of you.
16.
13.
We rolling insight or investigation here?
Either one.
9.
Well, Bruce sees a lot of paper. But
God
but
damn it.
Axon, you kind of noticed a lot of these parchments are either bribes or some of it's blackmail, with information on like some of the Duke's families and stuff like that. And you just see like there's definitely a lot of information that people would not want to get out to the public, kind of all over these different papers, all over the place. It's a whole library filled with blackmail, every secret.
Extortion
you can get.
material.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a very dishonest place.
Dishonest, you say, huh? I like dishonest.
Thieves Guild. I don't know what you thought would happen.
I'm not passing judgment. Merely an observation.
Good, because I don't care. So you guys walk in, and you see a short dwarf with black hair, black beady eyes, looking over you guys kind of quickly, and seems very anxious.
I'm going to look over at my lion friend real quick and go, that is one ugly motherfucker.
I agree. We would hunt that back in my homeland.
Vexos and Noctifer, you would know her as Bryn, and she is the person that you guys had heard before you came inside.
Well, long time no see.
Yeah, I don't I didn't want to ever see you again. I thought you were gonna be fucking stuck in that jail cell forever. I don't know why you guys thought it'd be a good idea to murder everyone. Not fucking smart, is it? Mm?
Well, if we hadn't, maybe we wouldn't have gotten the map. So
I was hungry.
You said you didn't care how it happened.
You're not wrong, but I thought, common sense, don't go to jail. But what you said, you got the map, right? You have
yeah,
the
I
map.
got the map, but I have a few questions before I give you this map.
Okay.
What is this map for?
Wouldn't you like to fucking know?
I mean, I'm the one that has the map.
Look,
I'm going to look back at my lion friend and be like, not only is she ugly, she's kind of a bitch.
I can fucking hear you.
No, you can't.
Christ.
She's gonna look at the both of you with just like a death glare, and then she'll look back at Noct and Vexos and say, "Look, I don't have all of the information, but the boss is coming in soon. We can have a little sit down. I'm sure we were not expecting you to go to jail, but you were able to get out, and you got the map. Maybe we might have another job for you."
Vexus, your ear for a moment.
Yeah, give me 1 minute, Bryn. What's up, Lion Man?
How complicated of a map is this?
I'll be honest with you, it does not seem very complicated at all. it's just it's a regular map. It's a regular map, but it has 2 X's. I'm not sure what the X's mean, but they are marked in 2 specific places. That's all I have.
If I give you some cover, how difficult would it be for you to make your own copy?
Oh, I think that could be pretty easy. It'd be a rough sketch, but I'd have to find a pencil and paper.
I'm going to grab my tail and bite it hard enough to draw a significant amount of blood so that while he's standing behind me, he can paint with my tail.
Oh my god. Yeah.
and then loud enough for her to hear, I'll say, "I'll talk to the bitch."
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with people? I don't even. You know what? Look, let me ask you something. Fucking big lion guy over here. I don't know you. I don't know this fucking snake person. I don't know why people are bringing fucking animals down here.
I prefer reptile person.
Oh gosh.
Well, look, you can be called whatever the fuck you want. All right. What I'm saying is, I don't know either of you. I never was told about either of you. I know these 2 fuckers, and she points over at Noctifer and Vexus, because my boss told me to, give him a little mission. I don't trust you 2. I don't. How do I know you don't work for someone like the Radiance?
I do not know what a radiance is. However, I do not come of this land. I am here because the snake man was entertaining.
Reptile man. Actually, you know what? You get the pass.
I get the hood pass. Yes.
So everyone who has been in the north, maybe Axon doesn't know. I mean, he hasn't been here for a whole lot of time. The Radiants are a group. Anyone who's been in the north knows of. They are pretty much they're known by everyone in the world. Like high leaders of everyone in this world know who they are. The commoners in the south and east and west may not know, but everyone in the north knows who they are. And this is a group of people that are pretty much the, I guess, policing force of Bahamut. He uses these people to go and kind of do his bidding. If he sees like a bunch of people that are not following his justice, these are the ones that will take care of it. So when she asks you, like she says she doesn't know who you are and you might be one of them, she is very concerned that maybe you guys are there to kill her.
If we were here to kill you, trust me, a snake would be wrapped around your neck right now.
What kind of snake?
Famwise makes his appearance.
Hiss.
More like fifth.
All right, well, let's not be super aggressive with the nice lady who helped
Yeah.
us. Big
Yeah.
lion.
You guys could be stuck up there in a fucking cell. To be honest, I didn't know you were coming down here. I really wouldn't have given a shit, but like the other two, I needed the map. But you're here now, so I saved you.
Has Vexos finished making his copy of the map?
I would say, yeah, probably. She's definitely been eyeing on him because she has no idea what the fuck he's doing, like facing the opposite way. But she's not too concerned with it right now.
All right, I turn around and I have the original map in my hand, and I kind of show her. I'm like, yeah, so this is what you need, huh?
Yeah. Give it.
You still never answer my question.
Look, I don't know exactly. I do know it shows something extremely fucking important.
All I see is two X's.
Okay, well, I haven't even seen the map, so I don't know what it even looks like. Where are the X's?
Maybe these are questions that our boss could answer.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe I'll hold on to this map until we have this little sit down with the boss man.
Also, while they're preoccupied having that conversation, I would like to try and sneak a stack of papers of extortion into my waistband underneath my tunic.
Roll me a stealth check.
Is Eugene still here?
Yeah, he's like still kind of by the door entrance, and he has not really said anything because he is definitely not higher in the order. He kind of just does things that he's told to do.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you take a couple, a good little stack of extortion papers.
I'm going to think to myself, I don't know why, but this will be useful later.
He says that out loud. No.
I walk over to Bryn, and I'm fully retaining the map's control, but I show her what's on the map, like side by side to her, and we're both looking at it together. I'm like, what does this mean to you?
So she looks at it and she goes, I mean, it looks like two X's.
That's what I said.
And she starts looking over the map a little bit more, and she does kind of pause for a moment, and as she's looking over it, she's like, well, the X's are in kind of really well-known places, and it seems like it's mostly like they're both from a royal family and something to do with this grand hall that's in Aylwyn City.
Interesting. Who sent? Who gave you the orders to get this map?
The boss.
The boss.
Yeah.
So the boss is the one that really wants this map.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the map's for.
Okay, so you don't give a fuck. You just got your orders, gave their orders to us, and here we are.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
All right, well, where's the fucking boss?
So Thryn, he should be coming any moment now.
Oh,
And
Brennan Thryn, that's cute.
well, I mean, we didn't intend for our names to be the same fucking name
Sure.
almost.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, you should tell him that we have his map.
As you guys start talking to him or talking about him, you see a dwarf who stands a lot taller than a normal dwarf would. He's pretty
Whoa.
broad. He's got a weathered face, braided beard, and has a bunch of silver streaks going through the beard and through his hair. And his hardened gaze on you guys, you can see almost like a calculating mind. Like you can see just looking at this guy, he is constantly running the numbers on who he's talking to, what they're doing, and just a very aware, conscious person.
I started doing the same thing back to him.
So as you look over him, I guess you start mean mugging him. He looks over and he says, "Well, hello. I I knew you guys would get the map. I appreciate it." He takes out a bag of gold. He says,
You're welcome.
"Thank you for your service. Um, give me my map."
Why do you want the map?
I mean, I didn't pay you to ask questions, but if you really want to know, I could hire you for a couple more jobs.
And I got nothing going on. How about you, Vex?
It's intriguing.
Can you pay us in livestock?
God damn it,
Um,
Lion.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Lion.
So he has like a calculating mind, right? And that just kind of he was like, "What the fuck?" His he just like started looking around at everyone else to see if they're just as confused as him. Um, but he looks over you and says, "We can make arrangements. We can surely do this."
Excellent.
I look over at Bruce and I'm like, what do you think?
If there's money involved, I'm in.
All right. Sounds like we might have a little arrangement.
This sounds quite a good idea for me. So I can't tell you everything because, as you all know, the Silver Serpents are very particular about who gets what information. What I do know is that this map shows the locations of some extremely rare artifacts that people have not seen in what seems to be, well, forever.
Then how do you know about it?
Apparently.
Are one of them the Titanstone Knuckles?
No.
Fuck.
What are these artifacts?
Well, we don't know the exact location or what they look like. We only know from stories passed down. And he explains a story that most people, even children, like tell their children about the creation of the world. That there were four gods, and after a lot of infighting, they finally decided we should break it into four quadrants. We can have our own laws, have our own followers, and they were okay with that. But they also didn't really want to rule all these civilians, so they needed lesser gods. And one thing that they used to create a lot of these lesser gods, at least in the story, seems to be some type of staff. And in the children's book, this staff ends up getting broken apart and scattered so that no one can gain control or create gods again. So then he looks over at you and says, apparently this is real, but we we haven't seen it. We just had some information passed down to us, and we were told that this map would at least show some locations that might hold parts of this item.
Interesting.
Is this an open contract, or are we the only party going after it?
This, as far as I know, it's just you. But I cannot be sure. If we have heard of this, I'm sure that other people have heard of this.
But of the Silvered Serpents, we're the only ones that you have told this information to.
You are the only people that I have told. I cannot speak for the other guild members in the other sections. I can only speak for the North.
Okay, let's get down to contract negotiations. What are you offering?
I will give you 3 gold a day each,
What about the livestock?
and 1 chicken a month. This seems fair, right? Correct?
2 chickens.
I don't know what happens. What happens if we're just shit hot and we get it back to you in a couple days? That's not really worth our time.
How about this? We will set you up with a bank account.
What bank?
Fells Wargo.
Maybe I'll change the name. Yeah, the Umbral Shadows. Everyone knows it's the bank.
Okay. Let's do 10 gold pieces a day.
We can make that work.
I don't know, I like this bank account situation.
Actually, if 10's good, why don't we bump it up to 15?
And 1 3/5 chickens.
Look, let's do 12 gold a day. That's fair. And you know what? I know someone. We'll do 4 chickens a week.
I am in.
We're like dumb broke right now. After our little escapade getting your map, we're gonna need a little bit of a starting bonus to get equipment and gear to go after this thing.
That's understandable. Let's take you to the bank in a little bit, and we'll try to set you up with a bank account with a little stipend that will get you going.
I like where this is heading.
One last thing. It looks like you have a pretty large mining operation going on down here. Yeah?
I mean, it's not mine, but yes, it is. This is where people mine. That is correct.
Does it seem like they're using some of these materials to forge weapons or armor or anything of that sorts?
Yes, of course. I mean, that's where most of Aram gets the precious metals.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we also want custom forged weapons if you want us to do your bidding for this.
Maybe.
Bro, we're going after everything this man has.
How about this?
Dixon's immediately like Titan Forged Knuckles.
Titan Stone Knuckles, Titan Stone Knuckles, Titan Stone Knuckles.
We will keep the same arrangement that I have discussed. If you can get the first part of the artifact, we will discuss.
Titan Stone Knuckles.
Maybe. We will discuss weaponry after this. And to be honest, you will probably need it to get the rest of the artifacts.
It sounds like you know more than you're telling us.
Well, I'm just more educated than you.
Oh, what other groups are going to be going after this?
Well, at least from my calculations, that it would make sense that if the Radiance and the Radiant Order hears of this, they would probably be looking for it. But pretty much any of the other gods, if they hear that these pieces are being found, they're going to want it for themselves. So, as of right now, it seems right now we are the only ones looking, but that can change.
Mm. But we found this map off of a guard.
Yes, this man stumbled across it on accident. He won it in a gambling bet, and
Gambling, you say?
yes, he's
Was it prolific?
kind of well was I guess until you fucking murdered him. He was a big gambler, as you do, and he was able to win it from some random hooded figure.
Oh, hooded figure, you say?
Yes, we don't know who they were. They kind of just came into a bar, started playing some games, lost a lot of money. It was a good night for the bar. But he left this map, and you guys ended up being able to acquire it for us.
Okay. All right, let's head over to the bank then.
All right. So you guys start following him. He leads you down a couple different pathways, and you guys start walking back out into like the mining area, and you guys start going through this little labyrinth following him. He brings you a couple lefts, a couple rights, go up and down, a whole lot of different places. You finally come out, and he brings you to this giant building that's right on the edge of a town. He brings you through these little passageways to the lower quarry. This is where the Granite Heart Kingdom's like most bottom town portion is. This is also the same place that you guys got arrested. But off to the corner, like all the way towards where the mines are, like the closest to the mines, is where you end up seeing this bank. There's a giant black archway around this door and spires kind of sticking out of it. And again, it's a door that goes directly into the rock behind it. And he looks over at you guys and says, "Make sure you do not offend anyone in this building. These people know no bounds and will make sure that if you steal from them or do anything to displease them, not only will you not be getting a bank account, but you may not leave here with your life."
I will remain silent.
That's a good, yeah, good line, good line, good line. And he pets your head. And as you guys walk in, you guys see. So if you look at like Harry Potter, like Gringotts, you walk in and
Mm-hmm.
there's just like
Greedy, nasty little goblins.
yeah, like all over on the side. You see something similar,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not goblins. They're like spirits,
Mm.
and they're
Mm.
sitting there writing down a bunch of different things, taking inventories, and not really paying attention to you as you guys are walking in there.
I want to use my divine sense.
All right. Can you read off what Divine Sense does?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. Well, This is what's actually really interesting is you don't have any good or evil at all. This is almost devoid of good, evil. It's just super neutral to the point where it's weird. And as you look around, I mean, there's obviously a lot of undead spirits, but they have like a weird aura coming off of them. They don't seem very cognizant. They're more of it almost seems like they're conjured, but they're not. They don't have any control of what they do. They're just almost tasked out like a robot almost. As you guys look into this bank, you see a giant motto written on the back wall, and it says, "Transcend the mundane, embrace the shadows." As you guys are walking in, you see a almost stone-looking woman wearing a hood and stone armor. She has giant spikes coming out of her fingers, and it looks almost like she's a statue, but she is walking like a human, like she's alive. And she walks over to Thryn and she says, "Why are you here today? Are you trying to make a withdrawal today?" And Thryn just points to all of you and says, "Well, we need to make a new account." She smiles, looks at all of you. "Well, my name is Morgana, and if you follow me, we can create an account just for you." So she has you guys follow her. You guys walk into like a back room, and you start seeing a really, really long hallway. And at the end of it, there's a box, a blue box with a lot of gold engravings all over it. Each of you take your steps one at a time and place your hand on the box ahead. An account will be made for you.
Okay, I'm gonna go and put my hand on the box.
All right. So you are the first one to walk over and you place your hand on the box and you disappear.
Nice.
Yo, where the fuck did Noctifer go?
He went to his lockbox.
Whoa.
Would you all like to create an account?
I am interested. I would like to follow.
All right. You follow up and you place your hand on the box and you disappear. All right.
Me next, please.
And the same thing happens.
I look at Thryn. Is this normal?
Yeah, of course. You're making an account. Once you have the account, you have your own lockbox.
I just walk up and touch the box.
Okay. So after each of you have touched it, you feel like a huge shock wave in your body. And as soon as you do, you are each separately inside of a blank room. Let's say Noctifer. What's the first thing that comes to your mind while you're in this blank room?
My where the fuck am I?
You think that, and you see a text bubble almost pop up over your head, this little script, and it says, "Where the fuck am I?" And you can kind of like hear that as it's writing it. And as you start thinking, furniture starts popping up, and you have a huge wall that pops up that has little spots where you can, or like spots where you can like put armor and weaponry, a little place where you can put gold. And as you're imagining it, the the thought of what you want it to look like, it starts to look like that. Please describe your bank account.
Oh yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Here we go. Um, I'm just gonna something simple that would probably resemble a little bit of a temple. Marble flooring, pillars, scaffolding, and art that's drawn on in the windows, like they're in churches, right? Um, and this is my bank account. I'm aware that this is like that's what I'm doing here.
Yeah, as you start imagining this and it starts to change, you can realize that you are changing it in real time.
So I'll create like a big dark steel vault door um, in the middle of the archway, and I'll have a like black red flame for the lanterns. And yeah, that'll be. Do I get a teller? Is my teller in there? Do I get a personal teller?
No. But
Oh,
you do have this this little parchment with a little feather on top of it, and it kind of just writes down uh, a list, pretty much of everything that you're imagining, and it starts becoming real. And every time it starts to write it, you can almost hear it in your head. So you might be thinking it, but you hear like an external, you know, oh, vault, oh, piece of furniture, and as it writes it down,
can I ask the thing what it is?
what it is.
No, like are you a some kind of actual being?
Actual being.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ignore you then.
And we're gonna cut to who's the second person went in?
Me.
Okay, we're gonna cut to Axon. Axon. And Axon, you come in, you see a blank room, and you see you see a blank room, and then what is it that you start thinking of first? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
So the first thing that's going to start sprouting is very mossed over Goliath trees, resembling like a really deeply wooded forest. With on all of the trees, there's the golden fang family symbol written in golden blood on all of the trees, and there's going to be and as I realize that I'm making my imagination into reality in front of me, it's going to slowly, like behind me, a section of the room is going to start looking like Rocky's training freezer, and there's just going to be massive hanging chunks of meat everywhere. um because I haven't eaten in a couple days and I'm very hungry. um and then uh there will be figures to place armor on. There'll be like perfectly placed branches and stuff on these trees where you can do it, and the trees become placeholders for armor and stuff like that. And there'll be a massive stone that's been carved in that can basically just be a pool for like gold and other valuables placed in there. And I'm also going to take this opportunity to I imagine like two perfect little twigs stick off of one of the trees, and I take the extortion papers out of my waistband and I place them in there. And then I'm going to start gnawing on some of the meat.
All right. So, you put the notes there, and you hear a little like a ding, like a transaction that just happened. And now we're gonna cut to Bruce.
Wait. Can I imagine Titanstone Knuckles?
No,
Fuck!
this is mostly you're able to imagine the aesthetics. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's almost like a spectral like way for them to create like a, how do I explain it?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like a
It's a
fluid that it can like almost change into certain things, but like it won't actually be a like a sword you can pull out and like bring it with you because you didn't bring a sword in.
yeah. I had to try.
Yeah. That's gonna bring us to Bruce.
So the first thing I think of when I get there is just gambling money. Uh, so picture like the nicest casino in the world, big red carpets everywhere, pillars, lots of tables, tables for different games spread out. Every table is a different game, and then next to all those tables is a bed on the side, like the comfiest looking bed you can think of, like soft cotton and silk stuff, real nice. Uh, all in red. Everything's red. It's like a super nice. And next to my bed is another little tiny bed of just wood chips and wood for my little snake. Uh, and every table has chips on it, and there's yeah, I guess can people be there?
Um, yes. I mean, it's almost essentially like you have your own room instead of having like a little lockbox that you'd go to in a bank. You have like a room that you teleport to, and so like if you want to bring someone in, you can. Yeah.
Okay, so there's just tables. I guess they're vacant. And then on the other side, not where my bed is, on the other side is like a fully stocked bar of every single drink in the realm that you can think of, and just a full glass of ice and snake tequila sitting there waiting for me to
Oh
grab.
my god, does that mean you have like a family member inside of a tequila bottle?
No.
um. All right, and Vexus, what is it that you see when you first enter this room?
So I enter the room and I start imagining a place that I could store all of my belongings, my gear. So it's kind of like a long hallway. The room kind of opens up and it has these large black marble pillars that go down the hallway. And then in the middle of the room, there's a elevated platform with a really cool looking, like almost like a king's chair type of thing, and it's all black outlined in gold. And then there's a table in the front of the chair. On the walls, every single panel is glass all the way down with black marble gold trim around every single one. And you can see on the side of it, inside the glass, is where I can store any type of armor, weapons, any material things. And then on the other side, there's a little place that I can do some meditation, as well as to practice spell casting, a little area for honing the shadows. The lights are these gold, like a big chandelier in the top, and there it's lit with like a black shadow flame. But the shadow flame follows me as I walk through the building, and it lights up different lights that I'm standing near. And it's all like most of it is all black with like a smoky shadow and then gold trim all on the outside. And then at the very end of the hall, furthest from the chair and the table, there's just a giant hand carved and etched gold marble chest. And that's where my gold would go.
Nice, nice. After all of your rooms start to form the way that you want, you can hear in your head a voice, and she goes, I hope that all of your rooms satisfy your needs. If you'd like to leave anything here, you may, and you are welcome to use any of our other branches. Please take your time, and when you are ready, we will take a piece of your soul for payment.
I'm sorry, what?
What the fuck?
Excuse me.
And then she laughs. "Ah, just kidding. No, we will sign some contracts. We are not psychopaths here."
Okay.
Okay, very mysterious, normal looking lady who I don't think is weird at all. I'm ready for my contract signing.
What is a contract?
Well, it is an agreement that you may use this facility and all of the other branches, and in turn, we take 1% of gold per month.
I agree to these conditions.
Very well, very well. And once you guys are ready, you guys can exit your lockbox. You see that original box that you had touched in each of your rooms. There's a box there, and when you go to touch it, it transports you back to that same hallway.
I touch my box.
Yeah, do you?
I make a few more edits to my room. I decide that I don't want the. I change the chest into a vault door, and then inside of the vault door is where I will secure my money, and then I go over and touch my box. I flick the box.
Does anyone else flicking their box?
I'm gonna play DJ on the box.
All right. Well, after you guys all touch your boxes, you guys go back to this hallway, and standing in front of you is Morgana and Thryn, and she takes you over back into the original room that you came into, and she looks at one of the spirits. She does a head nod, and the spirit comes over and presents a contract for each of you.
I read the contract.
Hereinby states that you can. No, I didn't write all this down. You look at the contract, and as you're reading it, you can definitely determine that it's just a standard. Hey, we are a bank, almost like a Chase Bank, and you can go to that bank, and you can deposit your stuff, but they're going to take 1% of gold at the end of the month, or at the end of the month, so that way they can sustain their business.
I'm going to take said contract. I'm going to pretend to read it. I'm going to give a head nod like I agree, and then I'm going to sign.
And one thing at least Vexos notices that Bruce doesn't is inside the contract, it specifically states that you can go to any of the other branches. And it kind of goes on to describe the branches. In most of these major cities, there's a bank that's got the same stone front face. And when you go inside, this bank is the same bank everywhere. So every time you open the door, you are in this bank.
Anything in the contract that says we can leave the bank from any of its entrances?
No. So it does say specifically that you cannot, like, the same way you came in is the same way that you come out. Same thing as, like, when you guys touched your box, you went back to where you touched your box.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna touch my box all over.
I signed the contract.
Yeah, I'll sign it too.
All right. Thank you for signing your contracts. I hope you enjoyed your stay.
Was there a deposit made in our bank accounts?
You look over at Thryn when you say that.
Yeah.
Yes, I will make the deposit now.
Do it now.
And he looks at her and says, "Give them 25 gold each for now.
Make it 50.
Make it 20.
25 gold. We,
Yeah, 25
man, we're gonna
gold.
need
That's
some like real equipment.
We're gonna get 12 gold a day. That goes goes really fast.
How much did he pay us for retrieving the note or the map?
open up the bag.
Bag open.
There's like 100 gold in there.
Okay, 25 apiece.
I give everyone 25 a piece. And I say, make your own fucking deposits.
No. I want his 25 on top of it.
And then so he yeah. So Thryn, yeah. Thryn's putting 25 in. We're putting 25 in each.
All right. That we will Yes, I will give you 25 on top of the 100 that I already gave you. That's fine. Yes.
You seem like you can afford it.
Yeah. Don't hold out on us. We know you got some gold.
I just gave you everything that I have.
You fucking liar.
Oh, absolutely, I'm lying.
You're the head of a thieves guild, and that's all you got.
Hey, roll a deception check for me.
Actually, roll a
Oh, God damn it.
perception check for me.
Oh, that's too easy.
Perception or insight.
Oh, that's a 21, baby.
17.
12.
19.
You guys all notice, except for Axon,
Fuck!
that when he says that he gave you all his gold and you guys are joking with him, he actually does have kind of like a twinge when he says that. And you guys can kind of gather, especially when you were looking at the little thieves guild area, it's not like there's a whole lot of money in this location. You guys know that this area is very justice influenced, and it's really hard for them to recruit or to steal or to really make a lot of money, which is why they have a lot of these bribes and a blackmail. It's to keep them safe and to gather information, but they are not very wealthy.
I got an idea for you. Since you do actually have a lot of ways of extortion and blackmail, how possible is it you make our little adventure from last night and the escape from the dungeon or the prison go away? Because I don't think any one of us is trying to be captured by the law while we're trying to help you.
Unfortunately,
I don't want to hear that.
you murdered a decent amount of people in front of a lot of people.
Well, maybe we didn't murder them. Maybe we're chasing after the people that murdered them.
Well, you also just broke out of a jail cell
Because we're chasing after the guys that murdered them.
and murdered someone there, a bunch of people there too.
That was my twin Gaxon of the Nolden Fang.
I will try, but I don't think I will be able to completely give you immunity for the murder of all these people. I think the king is not going to be happy about this.
Yeah, so we should probably get out of town pretty quickly then.
I would suggest this.
What is the map all we have to go off for this quest?
Ah, yes, the map. He pulls out the map. He pulls out a gem, and it looks kind of like a red ruby, but it's glowing, but kind of a weird black glow. It's a red gem with like almost black coming out of it. And he puts it behind the map, and it starts to illuminate words right above where the city is. And it has like a little poem, which you guys will find on the next episode.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Thank you for joining us on today's thrilling adventure with the Legion of Dice. Our cast includes Dean Balter as our DM, Zach Balter as Bruce, Chase Dixon as Axon, Ken Rawlings as Vexos, and myself, Matthew Jacobson, as Noct. We extend our gratitude to our incredible Patreon subscribers whose support makes this podcast possible. A special shout out to Aaron Burke, Austin, Anthony Rigo, Erica, and all our other amazing supporters. If you enjoy our content and want to help us continue creating more epic tales, consider becoming a Patreon subscriber at patreon.com/TackleCrits. You'll gain access to exclusive perks and bonus content to include early release videos. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Join our Discord at TackleCrit. Stay tuned for more thrilling adventures, and until next time, may you, our amazing subscribers, go on and do your own amazing adventures.